Hey guys, this is Azra here on gentechie.net playing some more of our NEH, and we're up against Freedom here, and he's just agreed that he's happy enough to have this game recorded, which is great. So this starting hand is not awful. To be honest with you, this is, I think, the fourth or fifth game I've now played with this deck, and I've definitely had a bit of trouble knowing what's a great starting hand. We're not running a lot of ice. We're looking to just accelerate the game, quite quickly. The Mamba Temple is great to support that strategy. Obviously, the Sansan City Grid is great for that too, but we don't have our turtlebacks. We don't have our hostile infrastructure. We don't have any way to kind of protect. So I'm not against this hand, and the Exploded Palooza I'm kind of happy enough to give up early if needs be, so I'm kind of alright with this. I just wish maybe the Sansan City Grid was something like, I don't know, a Turtlebacks or the Sensi Actors Union or something like that. So Diversified Portfolio is a little bit late game for this, but I'm alright with it. We see Cyberdex, which is okay. And I think I'm going to protect R&D here, actually. Whoops. Very nearly installed Exploded Palooza there. Let's go R&D. I've definitely found that R&D digs are pretty bad for us. There are 11 agendas in the deck. Oh, Queen's Gambit. Wow, could you imagine? Could you imagine that was an Astro? We see Inject hits, Wanton Destruction, DDoS, and Day Job. Wow, Eater goes in the bin. So this is a pretty serious looking deck here, actually. We see Wraparound, which is a bit meh. Well, it's not too bad, actually. I guess we could look to cover either HQ or this Sansan, depending on what we want to do. Another Diversified, okay, not too bad, I guess, now that we're starting to get a few more cards going. I think I will stick the Wraparound down in front of HQ purely because it's so good against Eater, and a little nervous about Apocalypse at this point, so double Wraparound's not too bad. I think I just take a credit. So yeah, expecting DDoS is obviously in hand, so expecting account siphons, apocalypses. We don't run Chrysium, so it's definitely a little bit nervy. There's a Beal, which really isn't something we want to be seeing either. And another Sansan City Grid, okay. That's a little bit interesting. So how likely is Apocalypse here just to come out and absolutely wreck our day? It's not incredibly unlikely, actually. Ugh. If we were to get Apocalypsed, we obviously wouldn't want to be investing too much more money, and definitely wouldn't want to be putting out a third Sansan City Grid. I'm going to put out the Turnpike. And it's just whether to put on Archives or HQ. I'm not sure. I'm going to go HQ. And double down on defense a little bit there. Hard end the run wise, we only really have Wraparound and a little engine. 3 Wraparounds, 2 little engines. Wanton Destruction, okay. So we could break this. It's only going to cost him 2 credits, which is fine. The Wraparound will seriously tax him though. Yeah, he's going to go on, and I don't think there's anything further we're going to do. So we're going to lose 3 cards here. This could be 2 agendas potentially. Okay, we do lose the Beal. I would have far rather lost the Exploded Palooza, and we do lose a Diversified, which is pretty bad. This breaking news is not fantastic. Tricky one. Little Engine could defend Archives and could also protect against a potential Apocalypse that I am fearing, but that being said, DDoS is going to get around that. I'm going to put in Archives anyway and just gain a credit here. And I think that gives away the fact that there's an agenda in there, but it's only a bail and I'm alright. And if I get a chance to res this or I soak up a DDoS, I'm actually okay with that. So I haven't played against Val a lot. I haven't played against Apocalypse Val at all, but I definitely fear it. Obviously Siphons are potential, if not Apocalypse. Okay, so Mumba's a good draw. There's a Jackson, which is great. And I think I'll just diversify it here. And then next turn we can look to start power drawing. So this isn't a bad position to be in. I just don't want to get overzealous here. We don't run anything that's really going to super protect us. So blackmail means we can't res anything, which is fair enough. Single access, doesn't see anything. Dirty laundry, yeah, also fine. Okay, so we're going to start getting things resing here. There's a turtlebacks, which is also pretty good. We're going to have to zoom out a little bit, apologies guys. And another agenda, oh my. At least I know HQ is probably somewhere he's not going anytime soon. Let's res Jackson, draw 2. We see another turtlebacks, okay. Alright, so I really want to get our central sword up here, and we really want to be drawing into something like an Astro. These are not doing a huge amount for us at all here. But as soon as we start to go, we're going to be going pretty fast. The wanton destruction threats, obviously, much better considering we've got a Jax on the table. He could trash this because he's got his one bad publicity. Don't see any reason why he wouldn't trash that. But he doesn't. Okay. Not sure if that's a bit of a misplay on his side there. And yeah, David's a pretty grim card for us to see. So let's go ahead and res turtlebacks. And there's an Astro, fantastic. So yeah, there's absolutely no reason not to go ahead and score this. So going to advance and advance. And then we'll take all of our Mumba Temple credits. And we get a San City grid for essentially 2. Which is just fantastic. There's DDoS. Now the threat of the apocalypse is even more real. Team sponsorship isn't bad. We could actually trash the DDoS here. So we could install the breaking news advance once, trash DDoS, which I'm not actually that against. Except for the fact that he's probably got 3. Or would we want to try and get team sponsorship down first? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to take the risk here. Install the breaking news, advance, score it, and then let's go ahead and trash this. He paid a click and 3 credits. We're paying a click and 2. I'm alright with that. And we've got these turtlebacks to fall back on economy-wise, and we've still got 4 credits floating on the Mumba. The downside is this wraparound and little engine are going to just get melted by this David. So killing the DDoS, although he may think it's potentially bad, we know that it's actually doing nothing to really defend us against a potential apocalypse. Okay. If we can eat up any David counters at all and get anything rezzed, I'm very happy. Ooh, this could be bad. We can't res this now. We don't have enough credits. So we're definitely going to pop the Jackson here. We'll get the Beal, diversified, and just in case Apocalypse, we're going to get the Sansan Sacred back. I've got myself very singularly minded into Apocalypse here. It's not a definite, but it's on the cards. And when I see Val now, I think it's really what I fear the most. With all the horizontal corp decks going about at the moment, I think it's a pretty decent answer. And he is running HQ. And we don't have a hostile infrastructure to res. And is it going to happen? Yep. So this commentary, by the way, is live. I don't know why. I just felt like that was really on the cards from the get-go. And I think with all the horizontal decks, it was just so potentially strong. I don't actually think it's going to do enough for him here. And I think scoring this Beal is not the best thing in the world to do, but I need to get it out of my hand. Because we're just in a really flooded position. And did we just draw a Beal off the Beal? That's not nice. Well, I guess you got to do what you got to do. And oh my, our hand is chock full of goodies. Wouldn't mind giving up an Exploded Palooza for sure, but oh my, we are sitting with a little bit too much here. Team sponsorship, okay, so we get away with one. Are we going to get away with another? Wow, we get away with another. Oh man. Okay, so the luck is strong. Yeah, alright. Not going to complain so far. Let's have a look what the damage is here. So 2 Terabytes gone, 2 Sansan Sacreds gone. A lot of our ice. We've only got a wraparound little engine. The Assassin, obviously. And goes back and gets Jackson, which is a pretty decent shout, actually, considering now I only have 1 Jackson in the deck. And we just have to survive this kind of pillaging that's going on here. Okay. How likely is it that he's going to run a card here? I think it's quite likely, actually. So I'm going to pop that out. Ooh, wow. Drawing the Sansan's actually great for us. I really want him to take this to the Palooza. And we're just going to slow down some more here. So we need one more agenda. If we can get enough credits here, we can potentially get the Sand Beal out. Oh my, has he actually just spent his whole turn going back for the final Jackson? He has, which is, I mean, a strong-ish play. But a little bit risky in his part, I think. And there's one of our 3 hostile infrastructures, which unfortunately we didn't see earlier. Since the Actors Union is great here. Yeah, and now we're in a position where essentially I just don't see how we can now lose unless he can account Siphon, or unless he can Apocalypse again, which he definitely can. Siphon's strong, but I don't think it's actually going to be enough to stop us here. Let me think. What do we want to do? If we go to 5 credits, we could still res the Sansan and be left with 1, which isn't great because that's not enough to score. We could res it, go to 0. I guess it could still Apocalypse here. Siphon and Apocalypse? Wowee. That's 7 influence, so he's probably running 2. What's the play here? I guess we just let him and let him give us 5. I let him take the 5 rather than 4 and being broke. Oh, this is grim. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think about this play. This is tricky. A great play by him. Seeing the Apocalypse and Siphon with 30 cards still left in the deck, it's worked pretty nicely for him here. Can't complain about the way this is coming. He's deja vuing back Apocalypse. Ooh, spicy. So diversifies, we've used 2, but I am going to Sensei here and see what we draw. Okay, we'll drop the Explodapalooza. And then mandatory draw. What have we got? Okay, another Sensei. But we run the risk of being apocalypsed again. Which we obviously don't want. We just don't have enough credits right now to res and score. We are we shy? Wait, hold on. 7. So if I res that for 4, leaves us with 1 credit. Oh my goodness, we're just so close. So close. Okay, so it's got to be the hostile infrastructure. It just has to be played. I'll throw the Turnpike over HQ and take a credit, I think. Yeah, team sponsorship's really useless at this point. So yeah, we have now the potential to res the hostile infrastructure, which will subvert the apocalypse, hopefully. And if we don't, then we have enough to win next turn. Oh, it looks like we may have it. And we do not want to... Well, we can go ahead and res this, actually, because if we go ahead and res this, we'll get our 2 Mumber credits back anyway. So, yeah, I'm actually okay to go ahead and res this. Not that a tag does a huge amount to Val here in this position. And we just have to hope she doesn't snipe the Beal, because that would be awful. Hits Assassin, okay. We still had a Sensei to potentially get out of this, but I don't think we need to now worry, because it's only going to cost us 4, which leaves us with 3 credits. Yeah, we got this. So, server 14. Advance. Take our 2 credits. Res the Sansan. And score. So yes, scary game there. We just had to try and accelerate as hard as we could. We felt the apocalypse was coming. I don't know if there was a huge amount we could have done about it. We did have 3 hostile infrastructures, and if we had got one of them on the table, it would have been a whole different story. But we managed to score out then. He mentions he should have gone for the second apocalypse, which actually, I'll just reveal to him here, might not have been fantastic. The hostile infrastructure would have been pretty painful. So yeah, look, thanks so much for watching, guys. We do get a win with this deck. It's been a tough run. I am enjoying it. It's a wee bit different, super fast, puts a lot of pressure on the runner, and learning a lot, which is great. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it as ever, and all the very best.